Hello and welcome to Through Africa. I am Mercy Bamigbala and I'm joining you live from our studios here in Ankara, Turkey to discuss some pressing issues in the continent. Today we'll be going to Mozambique where we'll talk about the protest which is the result of the elections, and right after that we'll be in Senegal where we'll be talking about the upcoming SENCON fair that will be taking place in Dakar. So, a closer look into the Mozambique protest. The National Electoral Commission of Mozambique declared on October 24 that the ruling Mozambique Liberation Front won the country's October 9th general elections. The Fremo candidate, Daniel Chapo, reportedly won the presidential race with more than 70% of the vote, and Frelimo secured 195 of the country's 250 parliamentary seats. Opposition parties have alleged that fraud marred the elections. To talk more about this, we'll be speaking with our guest today, who goes by the name Marla Tembe, who is also a legal analyst. Hello, Marla.
Hello all. Hello.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here and to discuss and share our internal perspectives of what's happening in Mozambique.
Yes, thank you. So let's go right into the topic. We know that there's a protest going on. What is the situation? What do we know currently about the protest? And what are the demands of the protesters?
Well, we are facing some demonstrations or public protests against the lack of transparency of the National Electoral Commission, where the leader of the opposition, Mr. Venancio Mondlane, has raised concerns about the type of leadership we are having in these kind of institutions, that instead of protecting the transparency of the elections, are collaborating for the increase of fraud in a national level. And the protesters are claiming for transparency, respect for the human rights, because we have seen many violations of the rights of manifesto protest. The freedom of speech is being affected during these elections. We had some attacks to democracy where two leaders of the opposition have been killed. We had one lawyer that has been assassinated right before the announce of the final results. These are the demands of the protesters. They're claiming for transparency. They're claiming for the respect of human rights, of the freedom of speech, and for the respect for the democracy in general.
All right, Marla, what has been the response? We talked about the atrocities going on. You spoke about how a lawyer has been killed, and we have cases of other lives being lost. What has been the response of the ruling party and the party that won the election?
Well, the party that won the election has remained in silence for the majority of the time, but recently the government has came up to deny all the allegations of electoral fraud and human rights violations, and this response has not satisfied the population or the protesters, because they are denying that the police is killing people, that there has been fraud, and they remain or they keep the position that they have won 70% of the votes.
Okay, so let's talk about the international community. I know that the UN has made a speech. They've called for peace, actually. And then the African Union has also talked about the issue going on. Has this had any impact on the protest?
Well, actually, as we know, the government is doing or is putting effort in preventing people from exercising the right to protest. And we had the pronunciation of some of international institutions such as the UN, some embassies. But so far, we have seen that the government is not willing to change their current position. They're still attacking people with tear gas, real bullets, and they're denying that they're actually violating human rights. So this is the current situation. Despite the efforts of the international community to claim for peace, we are not seeing these kind of actions or specific actions from the government in order to protect the rights that are being harmed during this situation or during this season of elections.
All right, there, Marla. We've spoken about how the international community is responding to this. Now, I want to ask, as the same way this issue is affecting the Mozambicans inside the country, it is also affecting those in the diaspora. How has it been like for Mozambique people in the diaspora?
Well, we're seeing many Mozambicans in the diaspora collaborating with the populations, doing international or public statements, supporting the respect for the democracy, because this is no longer about parties or political parties. This is about the respect of the human rights, and we're seeing that the government is consistently violating these rights. We're seeing many people organizing some public demonstrations or protests in their own countries, in the respective embassies of Mozambique in those countries. So we're seeing a very active diaspora collaborating and supporting our internal fights for democracy, for freedom of speech, and for transparency in the elections.
All right. Now, let's talk about the Electoral Commission of Mozambique. So
Yes.
far, the commission hasn't made any statement, any clear statements as to the accusation of fraud in the electoral practices. What does this mean for the country's democracy?
Well, first of all, there's been an update by the National Electoral Commission, where they have mentioned that they're announcing the results despite many inconsistencies in terms of numbers, in terms of the votes. So this is this was the first red flag we have noticed it. And in terms of violations of human rights, it will impact negatively the democracy by creating an atmosphere of fear and repression, because we're seeing that these kind of announcements from this commission are coming with the demonstration of power from the police, and this is I'm almost sure that this may affect or reduce the public trust in the political system, making citizens hesitant to express their own opinions. And this is how it affects directly democracy, because we cannot have democracy if we don't have the right to freedom of speech. And this is a fundamental right. We can't be put in the position where the population cannot express their own concerns about the ruling party or the government.
All right. So what in your opinion do you think could have been done better by the Electoral Commission?
They should address the concerns from the opposition party. They could show willingness to count the votes, to do some, or to sue, for example, people that have been caught with pre-filled vote ballots. Yes, they should have been more actively they should have supported more these kind of allegations, because we have seen videos of these kind of actions, and they should have been more humble and show willingness to show the truth and prove that the results are transparent, or that the results are reflecting the vote of the Mozambican people. But that's not that wasn't their approach. They're only denying all allegations. They're not showing the truth. That's how this commission is being seen by the population, or by the people that are going outside willing to protest.
Okay. We know that there are a lot of people who have been affected by this situation. If
Yes.
there are records of death, injuries, and the likes. Private institutions and public institutions like schools, hospitals, and the likes, how are they being affected by this protest?
Well, these public institutions are being affected by these protests. For example, as an example, for the next 7 days, we will have Pacific marches invited by the opposition leader, and this may impact the services that are provided by these institutions. And in terms of the private institutions, we see that many commercial organization or investors are being affected significantly, because we are all being invited to stay home and protest against the system. However, we are also seeing many, for example, public transporters positioning themselves and saying that we are doing a sacrifice and we will have benefits in the future. It's better to sacrifice 7 days staying home than having 5 years of uncertainty, because the current party in power has now lost credibility.
Okay, so thank you very much, Marla, for granting us your time and your knowledge. We hope to see more of you on the channel.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you. Now we move to Senegal, where we'll be talking about the SENCON Trade Fair, which is coming up in 2025, February 2025. We speak now with Soraya Amejod, who is an international project director for the H Group. Hello, Soraya.
Hi.
Hello, you're welcome on the program.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate the opportunity to share my insights with you and your audience also as well. And it's great to be here.
Thank you. So let's talk about the Senegal Fair. What is the focus of the fair in general?
Senegal is rapidly becoming a hub for innovation in West Africa. And when we are discussing our exhibitions in Senegal, we are actually referring to 3 separate trade shows. SENCON, which is the premier platform for construction, Senenergy, which is renewable energy exhibition organized at the same time, and Senoto, which is an automobile and spare parts exhibition also organized at the same time. And these shows are scheduled from February 6 to 8, 2025 in Dakar. And these shows bring together all stakeholders and innovations within these industries. Talking about SENCON in particularly, SENCON serves as the leading exhibition for construction, machinery, and building materials in Senegal and the region. SENCON attracts each year between 300 and 400 exhibitors from various countries, including Senegal, ECOWAS countries, Turkey, Europe, North Africa, India, China, and other nations. And it draws more than 8,000 professional visitors, mostly from Senegal, ECOWAS country as well, Europe, and North Africa. This diverse participation underscores a commitment from H Group to creating a global marketplace for industry professionals. Also, the exhibition offers unique opportunities for exhibitors to showcase their innovations, allowing them to present cutting-edge products and solutions to an international audience of decision makers and industry experts. Additionally, SENCON provides a unique networking environment as well, enabling participants to connect with potential partners, networking environments, enabling participants to connect with potential partners as well. Overall, SENCON is not just an exhibition, actually. It's a pivotal hub for growth, collaboration, and innovation within Africa's construction industry.
Oh, great. That was a great introduction, Soraya. Thank you. So let's talk about the organizers of the fair. We spoke about the H Group, and as far as we know, they are the organizers of this fair. What is the mission of the H Group?
What can I say about that is, as the International Project Director of H Group, I am proud to say that we are a leading organizer of international trade fairs globally. Besides our global operations, we have over 13 years of experience in Senegal. H Group plays a pivotal role, as I said earlier, in connecting local and international companies, facilitating valuable network, and showcasing innovative solutions across various industries. Our mission in Senegal is to create platforms that enhance trade relations, promote collaboration, and attract investments. And as H Group, we see Senegal as an exceptional location for our mission, thanks to its stable democracy as well as a strategic location, as a gateway to West Africa, and a rapidly growing economy fueled by sectors like energy, construction, agriculture, also packaging. So the Senegalese government's proactive also support for foreign investments and trade initiatives further makes it a conducive, actually, environment for successful exhibitions.
Oh, great. So you said in your introduction that SENCON is mainly the fair for the construction sector. How can vendors who would like to participate in this fair apply to the program?
Actually, to participate, vendor interested in participating in SENCON can typically apply through the official website www.senconexpo.com, and they can also on the site they can find application forms, detailed guidelines, and information on booth options, event schedules, and exhibitor benefits. Given the popularity of the event, we encourage vendors to apply early to secure a good spot. And our dedicated support team is also available to assist vendors through their applications process, ensuring that they will have all the information needed to showcase the offering successfully at SENCON.
All right, so let's talk about participants. What should the participants expect to see at SENCON?
The participants at SENCON can expect an engaging and multifaceted experiences that goes on traditional trade show. The fair will feature a vast exhibition space with cut-edge products, innovative technologies, and services from leading companies in sectors such as construction, energy, and automotive. This provides attendees a unique opportunity to see firsthand the latest advancements that are shaping the future of these industries. And beyond the exhibition, SENCON also offers a range of interactive sessions, including seminars, panel discussions, and hands-on workshops led by the industry experts. These sessions are designed to provide deep insights into current market trends, regulatory changes, and technological innovations. For those looking to gain practical knowledge, the workshops will offer tailored skill-building experience that address specific challenges and opportunities in the West African market.
Now, Soraya, let's talk about the benefits of the fair to the local community, I mean in Senegal itself. What is the benefit of this fair to the local community?
Actually, SENCON brings substantial benefits to the local community, contributing to both immediate and long-term economic and social growth. First and foremost, by attracting international businesses and visitors as exhibitors also, and visitors that we are getting to visit the exhibition or to participate as exhibitors. The fair also stimulates the local economy, creating direct and indirect job opportunities in areas such as event planning, hospitality, transportation, and retail. Additionally, the fair serves as a powerful platform for fostering entrepreneurship. Local businesses and startups have the chance also to showcase their product and services, gain exposure, and connect with potential investors and partners. And this exposure is invaluable, actually, for smaller enterprises looking to grow and establish themselves within and beyond the region. And through also our workshops, seminars, and presentations, local participants can access the latest industry trends, best practices, and innovations from all around the globe. This exchange and knowledge not only strengthens the skills of the local workforce, but also inspires new ideas and approaches that can drive further industry developments. Ultimately, the fair is a catalyst, actually, for community empowerment, economic diversification, and regional development, bringing tangible benefits that go beyond the the event itself and support sustainable growth and local economy.
All right, there. Thank you very much, Soraya, for granting us your time and your contribution.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me today. It was a pleasure to give some details about SENCON. Thank you.
Thank you, and you're welcome. And with that, we've come to the end of today's program, while we join you live from our studios here in Ankara, Turkey. It is still me, your host, Mercy Bamigwala. If you would like to send us information, questions, or topics you would like us to review, kindly send them through the WhatsApp number, which is always on the screen. It is still me, your host, Mercy Bamigwala, and I'll see you in the next one.